So your spouse decides to be unreasonable. Let me tell you what unreasonable is. You're talking to the spouse. They know they're wrong, but they choose to be unreasonable, where they don't want to understand your point of view. They don't want to see what you're saying. They literally have selective hearing and they block you. They're physically with you, but they've blocked you mentally. They have stonewalled you. Okay, I've taught about stonewalling. There are certain things that people do in marriage that points directly to divorce. There are situations, I believe most situations in marriage can be addressed, and it doesn't have to lead to divorce. Most situations. But the things that lead to divorce is that you end up dealing with spouses that are so stubborn, just unreasonable. They don't want to listen. They don't want to hear. They don't want to do something different. They're just stuck in their ways. Let me tell you, it is crucial for you to be that person that stands and say, look, I'm going to pray for you. I'm going to take care of you. But if that spouse continuously refuses, you cannot enable their behavior. And that's the thing. Anything you feed will live. Remember that? Anything you stop feeding will die. So don't feed their ego. Don't feed their nasty behavior. Don't feed their anger. Don't feed anything that will propel them to continue to do what they're doing. How do you feed such a person? They want to argue and you argue with them. You're feeding them. Kill it. All right? When they want to argue, listen, don't give them the satisfaction. Listen, I'm the queen of, I will block you in a heartbeat. Because here's the thing. I worked very hard to get my emotions to be as stable as they are. So I can't afford to have anybody disrupt my peace. I paid a very high price for this peace. In fact, Jesus paid the price and handed it over to me, and I'm going to preserve it. You know, there are things that it's our job to preserve. It's not like I can't create peace, but because I've been given peace, because he's a Prince of Peace, I have to make sure that regardless of the situation, I don't allow somebody else to take me out of character. I don't allow somebody else to come and change my mood. Listen, those days are long gone. It's not that easy, right? It comes with experience. It comes with time. It comes with learning and progressing towards that place where you can truly say, I don't really care what you're doing. Like, it's you. And we all have those family members that, not just your spouse, like your sister, your brother, your cousin, your uncle, that are just unreasonable. So unreasonable. But yet you have to love them. But you have to be able to love them in a healthy way. Because if we don't love those people the way they need to be loved, you will end up losing yourself in the process. Because you're going to try to do a lot more than you really need to do. And those people feed on like negative energy. So your job is to give them the opposite of what they're looking for. So when someone is nasty, they're looking for negative energy. Don't give it to them. And that's what feeds them. You give it to them, the cycle continues. Kill it. How do you kill it? I'm going to show you love. I'm going to be nice to you. I'm going to smile at you. I'm going to say hi when you don't want to say hi to me. So that's very, very key. That's very important when you're dealing with a spouse who stonewalls, who blames, who criticizes, who they don't see anything good. Like, it's like the only thing they can see is something bad. So you don't internalize that, because that has to do with that person, how they see everything negatively. They see the glass half empty. Meanwhile, the glass is half full. Can we talk about how it's a half full? Can we talk about what's already there, what you got? You know, like, I'm going to complain about everything else, but there is something in your hand, and what is it? Find the thing that's in your hand, and then let's talk. But they want to complain about what is not there, what is not there, what is not there. And that thing that's not there, it's only going to come when you start, when you begin, right? If you think about the book of Joshua,